Hello friends, my name is Miss Emily. I work at the Mooresville Public Library in Mooresville, Indiana, and I'm so happy you're here for story time. All right, everybody ready to start story time with our clapping hello. So get your clapping hands ready. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. We'll clap one more time. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. Nice job, everyone. Hola. Thank you for joining me for story time today. Today we are going to be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. That runs from September 15th through October 15th. So we're kind of towards the end of it, but I wanted to make sure that we had a story time that celebrated Spanish and Spanish-speaking people, which is what Hispanic means. It means Spanish-speaking. It's fun to learn a new language. Not only can you communicate with people who speak that language, but because so much of how we understand the world is filtered through the language that we speak, it also gives you a bigger perspective on the world. And it's also good for our brains. Studies have shown that kids who are exposed to a second language develop core cognitive skills like problem solving and decision making, and that just helps them be smarter. So even learning a few words from another language helps us reap those benefits. So today we're going to celebrate Spanish and Spanish speakers and the contributions that they have made and continue to make, including my rock star celebrities, our authors and illustrators. Can I tell you something? I'm a little bit nervous, and that's because when I was in school I studied French and not Spanish. So a lot of this is very new to me. I've been practicing very hard to do our songs together and pronounce the words correctly, but I'm still a little nervous. But you know what? That's okay. It's okay to make mistakes, and I know that you're all my friends, and you'll understand if I, make a mistake with a word, and you'll be understanding, and it'll be all right. So it's good to do things even if you are a little bit nervous about them. So will you take 2 big breaths with me? That always helps. Okay, ready? There's 1. There's 2. I feel better already. So we're going to start with a traditional song in Spanish, and it's called La Linda Manita, and this is the beautiful tiny hand. So when you are a baby, you have teeny tiny hands, and adults love to kiss on those hands, and they're so cute. So we are celebrating those hands, and during the song, what you do is you just show off your hand. We're going to move our hand back and forth in rhythm, and we're going to sing. La linda manita que tiene el bebé, que linda, que bella, que preciosa es. Do it one more time. La linda manita que tiene el bebé, que linda, que bella, que preciosa es. Very nice. I love it. Did you do the hand? Very good. Our next song is in English, and this one talks about big and small, and we're going to be doing that because our book today that I'm going to highlight is Marta, Big and Small. So before we talk about that, let's do This Is Big, all right? So, you ready? This is big, big, big. This is small, small, small. This is short, short, short. This is tall, tall, tall. This is fast, fast, fast. This is slow, slow, slow. This is yes, yes, yes. This is no, no, no. That's a fun one. Can we do it again? All right. This is big, big, big. This is small, small, small. This is short, short, short. This is tall, tall, tall. This is fast, fast, fast. This is slow, slow, slow. This is yes, yes, yes. This is no, no, no. Nice job. Thank you. So like I said, the first book I'd like to highlight is Marta, Big and Small. And this is by Jen Arana and illustrated by Angela Dominguez. And it is a bilingual book. So some of the words are in English and some of the words are in Spanish. And it talks about how Marta discovers that she is both big to an insect, but she is also small, pequeña, to an elephant. So depending on what we're thinking of, we can be both big and small, or fast or slow. So depending on what you're comparing it to. And so it has some key Spanish vocabulary, which is great. And it's a really fun story to think about, how, if I'm just an ordinary human, am I faster than a turtle? Am I slower than a cheetah? So, Marta, Big and Small. So in the book, Marta, she thinks of herself as small as compared to an elephant. And so my next song is a song in Spanish. I think it's a pretty widely sung song, and it's kind of silly. It is about la tela de araña. So this is a spider web. That's right. So the spider web becomes the favorite place for an elephant to play. Have you ever thought of something like that? That's so silly. So this is our elephant, our first elephant. This is un elefant, and he is morado. So he is purple. He's a purple elephant. And so he is going to have some fun swinging on this spider web. And so we are going to swing along with him, okay? Can you swing with me? All right. Un elefante se balanceaba sobre la tela de una araña. Como veía que resistía, fue a buscar otro elefante. He had so much fun, and he saw that the web was holding up well. It was resisting his weight, that he called for another friend to come and play with him, another elephant. So can we call for another elephant? O elefante! Oh, look at this elefante. Who is he? What color is he? In English we say orange, but in Spanish it is naranja. Naranja. So he's going to join his friend, and now we have uno, dos. Dos elefantes, 2 elephants. 1, 2 elephants. All right, so get your 2 elephants. They're going to start swinging. Dos elefantes se balanceaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veía que resistía. Fueron a buscar un elefante. Can we call for another elephant? Oh, elefante. Who's this one? This is un elefante verde. So he is green. He's a green elephant. So he's going to join his friends on that spider web. 3 elephants. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Tres. This is the word for 3 in Spanish. Okay, our 3 elephants are going to swing. Tres elefantes se balanceaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veían que resistía, fueron a buscar un elefante. Can we call for another elephant? Oh, elefante! Look at this elephant. What color is he? In English we say blue, but in Espanol it is azul. Azul. All right, he's going to join his friends. How many elephants is that? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4 elefante. Oh, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so our 4 elephants are still swinging. 4 elefantes se balanceaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veían que resistía, fueron a buscar otro elefante. Let's call. Elefante! Here he comes. Who is this elephant? He's the yellow elephant. He is the un elefante amarillo. Amarillo is yellow. All right, he's gonna join his friends. That spider web looks very full. What do you guys think? Oh, I don't know if it's gonna hold. So how many do we have? We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if we count in Spanish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elefantes. All right. 5 elefantes se balanceaban sobre la tela de una araña. La telaraña se debilitó y todo el suelo se cayó. Oh my gosh, it was too much for that spider web. There were too many elephants, too much weight, and so they all fell down. Ah! That was a silly tune. Did you like that one? I did. I have another song in Spanish about animals that I'd like to sing with you. And this one is about los pollitos. Who are these? Little chicks, that's right. These are little chicks, los pollitos. And they are kind of confused. They really want their mother. So when they are kind of hungry and they're cold, they call out for their mother, and what they say is pew 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 pew. Can you say that with me? Pew 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 pew. So they're calling out, oh mother, and so they would like their mother to come and take care of them. And their mother is a good mother. She comes and she goes and finds them corn and wheat and feeds it to them, and then she tucks them all underneath her wings to keep them warm until the next day. So let's sing this song about los pollitos. Los pollitos dicen pío, 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 cuando tienen hambre, cuando tienen frío. La gallina busca el maíz y el trigo, les da la comida y les presta abrigo. Bajo sus dos alas, acurrucaditos, duermen los pollitos. Hasta el otro día, pío, 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 dicen los pollitos, cuando tienen hambre, cuando tienen frío. Very nice. So, the next day it happens all over again. They're hungry and they're cold and they want their mother, and it just keeps going and going. Very fun. So that is Los Pollitos Dicen. The next book I'd like to suggest for you is about one of my heroes. This is called Planting Stories, The Life of Librarian and Storyteller Pura Belpré. Pura Belpré. So this is by Anika, Aldamuy, Denise, and illustrations by Paola Escobar. And this is about a real person who lived, and she emigrated to the United States from her home in Puerto Rico, and she moved to New York City, and she got a job at the New York Public Library. And she loved children, and she loved the stories that she remembered her grandparents and her parents telling her in Puerto Rico. And at that time, there were a lot of immigrants, just like her, a lot of immigrants from Puerto Rico and other Spanish-speaking countries in New York. But in the library, there were no books in Spanish, and there were no books that told any of the folk tales and the stories that she remembered from her home. So she became a storyteller and a librarian like me. So she would tell stories to children, and she would tell them all about the folk tales from her homeland. And eventually she even wrote some books for it, and she decided to purchase books in Spanish for that population, for those kids. So she is a real hero to me because she brought her own talents, and she served her community, and she even wrote her own books. So she was a trailblazer, and she was someone I look up to. So that is Planting Stories. So if you'd like to learn more about her, I really recommend that book. So my next rhyme is in English, but it's about being a seed. So I think let's stand up for this one. Okay, so let's be a seed, small and round, sprout, sprout, sprout up from the ground. Shake your leaves for all to see. Stretch your arms up, you're a tree. Nice job. Let's do that one more time. Be a seed, small and round, sprout, sprout, sprout up from the ground. Shake your leaves for all to see. Stretch your arms, you are a tree. Ooh, that's nice. Stretch, stretch, stretch. All right, good job. My next one, you can do standing or sitting, either way. I'm already standing, so I'm just going to do it up here. This is called Little Clapping Mouse. So this is about a little mouse who loves to clap. So we're going to clap along. And I chose this rhyme because one of the stories that Pura Belpré wrote about was about a mouse and a cockroach who were friends. So this is the Little Clapping Mouse, okay? So behind the tree and under the house, there lived a teeny tiny mouse. She loved to sing, she loved to tap, but most of all, she loved to clap. She clapped all night, she clapped all day, she clapped to frighten the cat away. Woo! Can you frighten that cat away? Let's do that one more time. Little clapping mouse. Behind the tree and under the house, there lived a teeny tiny mouse. She loved to sing, she loved to tap, but most of all, she loved to clap. She clapped all night, she clapped all day, she clapped to frighten the cat away. Oh, nice job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yay. The third book I'd like to suggest for you to check out is one called Book Fiesta. This is a book that celebrates Children's Day or Book Day, or El Día de los Niños, El Día de los Libros. So I believe in Mexico they celebrate Children's Day on, I believe it's April 30th. And this author, Mora, who is a bilingual author, she writes a lot of books in English and in Spanish, decided that she would love to add books to that celebration. So she created this fiesta, this celebration, El Día de los Niños, El Día de los Libros. And so this is a book by her that kind of talks about that celebration. And it is illustrated by Rafael López. He's one of my favorite illustrators. He has such beautiful pictures with lots and lots of color and lots of really cool textures. So you can see a little bit. And so this book is in English and in Spanish. There are some words in English, some words in Spanish. And it's just a fun rhyming text about celebrating books and reading everywhere and celebrating kids. So when I think about a fiesta or a party, I think about having fun and dancing. And this next song is all about how our bodies can make music. Have you ever thought about that? Our bodies can make music. So let's stand up, because it works a lot better to make music when you have the full use of your body. And this one is called Mi Cuerpo Hace Música. Mi Cuerpo Hace Música. So mi cuerpo is my body, and música is music. And we're also going to talk about some different parts of our body. So los manos, those are our hands, and mis pies, those are our feet, and mi boca, that's my mouth, and that's it, I think. So cuerpo, manos, pies, and boca, okay? Mi cuerpo hace música. Mi cuerpo hace música. Mis manos hacen, mis pies hacen, mi boca hace la la la. Mi cuerpo hace cha cha cha. Mi cuerpo hace música. Mi cuerpo hace música. Mis manos hacen, mis pies hacen, mi boca hace la la la. Mi cuerpo hace cha cha cha. Nice job. Very good. Make some music with your body. I I love that. Speaking of which, my last song is a kind of a lullaby, and this one has some words in English and some words in Spanish, just like some of our books. And it's called Yo Te Amo. And this is, what that means in Spanish is I love you. So this is something that you can sing to your grown-up, or your grown-up can sing to you. And you can sing it in different languages, but we'll do it in Spanish, okay? Yo te amo, yo te amo. All day long I'll sing this little song to you. Yo te amo, yo te amo. Darling, I love you. Oh, this is a good time to get some snuggles in. Sing it one more time. Yo te amo, yo te amo. All day long I'll sing this little song to you. Yo te amo, yo te amo. Darling, I love you. Very nice. Thank you. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me for this Hispanic Heritage Month story time. I had a really good time. I hope you did too. Your craft this week is to make this beautiful Fiesta flower. So a lot of Spanish-speaking countries have a tradition of creating art with tissue paper. So you can see the banners behind me. That's called papel picado, and it is pierced paper. So they take chisels and hammers and they pierce out the elaborate designs. And something that you can see in a lot of decorations if you go to a fiesta are these beautiful tissue paper flowers. So stop on by the library to pick up your craft packet, and you'll find your rhyme sheet. This has all of our songs with the words on them, as well as the videos that have somebody singing in Spanish who is fluent in Spanish. So you'll hear it, and they sing a lot better than I did. But those are really fun ones that you can watch and listen to our songs again. On the back there's a little coloring page, as well as a lot of books that you can check out to read written by or about Spanish-speaking people. And all the supplies you need to make your tissue paper flowers. So a stack of tissue in different beautiful colors, a pipe cleaner, and some directions on exactly how to do it. So thanks again for joining me for story time. Are you ready to tickle the stars? Okay, so get your tickling fingers, tickle the stars, and tickle our toes, and turn around, and tickle your nose. Tickle, tickle, tickle. We'll reach down low, and reach way up high. Story time is over, so wave goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next week.